at the Flats in Atlanta, Georgia, Bobby Dodd Stadium. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the Notre Dame Fighting Irish and the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
When you think about the history of college football, you have got to think about Bobby Dodd Stadium. It is the oldest stadium in FBS history, built in 1913. On the campus of Georgia Tech, this place has seen a lot of great college football through the years. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Notre Dame lining up to kick off and get this one started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Quick give. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain. I don't know why, but it's a thing. The ACC Wheel of Destiny, you spin it, you never know how it's going to come up, and you can't afford to give away a game early in a conference like this.
And I think both of these coaching staffs, David, understand that, and they've been preaching to their team, we've got to start fast. Not just in this game. We've got to start the season fast. We've got to take advantage of this opportunity.
And I think Reese hit it right on the head, too. The Wheel of Destiny, right? It seems like it's a new team every year that's playing in the championship and appears to be a wide-open league. So a lot of turmoil, a lot of change. I think that starting 1-0 is an important step to getting to that championship game.
Third down, and they'll need 2 on this initial drive of the game. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. From the gun on third down, Joseph. Going over the top. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And the Yellow Jackets send out the punt unit. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. On the return. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Looking for the edge. Pulls it, trying to get the corner. Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 40. The 20. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Great job by the back on the option.
And it's the game-breaking speed. You see right there, he takes it all the way to the house. It's that speed. That's the reason why a lot of people thought if he had declared for the NFL draft, he would have been playing on Sundays now. There's just not a lot of running backs in college football that can run like this guy.
And it's so nice to have that guy back. Like, to keep that guy on your roster, it's like recruiting the best player in the country, right? You got one of the best backs. To be able to keep that guy on your roster was the big offseason coup. Like, you mentioned the NFL can offer also transfer, can go make money elsewhere. To keep him on the roster, and he shows you why. This guy is the catalyst, one of the best in the country at his spot.
Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Georgia Tech's offense comes out ready to get this drive going. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Throwing Joseph. Right down the middle. And the throw down the gut falls to the grass. Well, the timing on that throw and on the route was just convoluted and messed up from the beginning.
And you see quarterbacks and wide receivers in the offseason always working on timing and always working on throwing on air. But when you put a defense in front of them, now things start to speed up a little bit. A lot of times you'll see these little mistakes and where it looks like just they're not on the same page all the time.
The Yellow Jackets will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Nestles it in at the 35. After that punt return, there is a man slow to get up. Trainer's out evaluating this junior safety. We'll let you know his condition. Holly keeping an eye on all of the injuries for us. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Sees some running room. Turning it on. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
They'll send the back in motion. They'll run the jet sweep, making the defense go sideline to sideline. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. Carr unloads to the wideout, and is incomplete on 3rd down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
The Irish send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. So the Yellow Jacket offense comes out to get this drive underway. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3 and out the last time they had the ball. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They were all over it.
Well, we know this offense obviously really struggled there last time out, and they knew coming into this one they would have to be better at running the football, and that just has not happened in this game. They're simply not physical enough offensively at this point.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They go play action with Joseph. Fires to the wideout. Picked off. What a play to set him up.
And they'll take over 1st and 10.
Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Defense looks like they're coming. Throwing. Carr. Turns up. It's Walton. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but...
Rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
You've got to make the opponent pay for turning the football over. And while this team would have liked to have scored a touchdown off that pick, I think they're pretty happy getting the field goal.
No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a...
By Notre Dame. And they'll take over 1st and 10.
And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. And the Yellow Jackets can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Joseph throws to the tight end. He's got it. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Fresh center downs going to the air. He's going to take off. He's knocked down, short gain, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry.
I love it. The defense brings extra bodies near the line of scrimmage. They choose to blitz, get to him, try to speed up the processor just a little bit, force the scramble, no damage done. Nice job by this defense making him think really quickly and make a decision.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Joseph from the gun on 3rd down. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Interception. You don't see him make that kind of mistake very often. He was thinking touchdown all the way, but he got it down to the 26-yard line.
Well, everything was going so well for this team early here in this game, and now all of a sudden they get a critical mistake. And you know how college football, David, is about momentum. What is their defense going to be able to do here now when they take the field?
You're right, man. The momentum swings so fast, and now this defense's job is to go out and stop it, right? Like, we made a mistake, you huddle the guys up, sudden change, be aware they might take a shot down the field, but let's grab the momentum right back.
Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the second quarter. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Making the adjustment. Joseph on the play action. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. And, guys, they really need to make something happen on this third and long. Throwing Joseph. Looking left. Another incompletion on third down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at fourth and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
They might need a telescope to find the first down marker, but they'll go for it on fourth down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Deep shot for the end zone. And it's knocked away, and they don't convert on fourth down.
Man, that is just a great job on defense there on fourth down, making a play on the ball in the air. Everybody had their eyes on the quarterback, but having great timing, swatting the ball away and doing it cleanly. No PI. And as a result, that defense has earned a rest. They're coming off the field.
Defense showing blitz. Will they bail out of it? Looking outside, it's Walton. Enough to move the chains. Breaks into the open. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Notre Dame! He got loose, and it was lights out after that. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
Slips through the line. Got a little room. A dynamic return. Explosive, and got loose on this kick coverage team, and they were barely able to keep him from taking it all the way. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a shot toward the end zone. They went for it all on first down, didn't connect, but it gave the D something to think about. They'll need a bunch on second down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Joseph throws to the wideout. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Linebacker shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Fires left. Makes a catch. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into them.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step one to getting them back in the ballgame.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Looking for room. It's Young. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And I think the quarterback throwing that pass off his back foot is what led to that incompletion. Just not as accurate as he would have liked to have been.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Here's Carr to throw. Oh, pressure's coming. Out wide left, it's Alexander. Off and running. The 20. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish with a huge play in the passing game, covering 75 yards to house it. From inside his own, and he loses the ball deep in his own end.
Wow, they narrowly avoid disaster there. They fumble the kick return, and if that goes to the other team, all the momentum is no longer with them. So a nice job being able to pounce back on that. The head coach breathing a huge sigh of relief.
Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Not much there. He gets 1 to the 11.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. Throwing Joseph. Under pressure. Drilled as he throws, and they stop him on 4th down with the heat.
Tell you what, coaches catch heat a lot nowadays, especially on social media. I expect him to catch a lot of heat. 4th down, long yardage situation on your own territory, and you want to go for it, and you fail, and you're surprised. You definitely shouldn't be surprised. Just don't check your mentions, dog.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Motion from the back. Stop right there.
I like the idea of going toss to the field, but you got to have better blocking by your wide receivers out there on the perimeter. They didn't get it done, and as a result, that's a negative play.
Third play of the drive, and they need to take advantage of this field position by making something happen on 3rd and long. The snap sets up to throw. Keeping his eyes downfield. Fires to the end zone. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look there. 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. The give to the lone running back. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be...
And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. And the offense suddenly with an opportunity it couldn't have expected with a 1st and goal after the pick. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Man, you got to give credit to this defense. In the sudden change situation, they've barely had a chance to even blink. Just a second ago, they were on the sideline. All of a sudden, there's a turnover. They got to take the field. They're on their own goal line, and a phenomenal job getting lined up, communicating, and making sure that that pass play fell incomplete.
This quarterback part of their running game. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
After getting stopped on that 2nd down, don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on 3rd.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. Handoff to the single back.
2nd quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you practice all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
This is a really big play for both teams. 4th and goal from the 2. They'll go to the air. They got him. The pressure got home, and the defense makes sure this drive comes up empty.
And that's the world we live in. You want to be aggressive. You want to get touchdowns. You don't want to kick field goals. Analytics says this. Well, now you get no points. And the defense bows up in a big part of the field, gets the big sack on 4th down and goal.
Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Changing the routes with his receivers. They'll try it over the left side. There he goes. They stop him just a link or 2 short of the 1st, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. The Yellow Jackets come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. There's some daylight. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a 1st down for this offense.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. Out of the gun, the running back has it.
Man, when I can run the football like that on 1st down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
And the quarterback's by his lonesome on 2nd and inches. Joseph throws for the tight end. Finds a man by himself. He's loose. He's at the 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Georgia Tech!
And that touchdown is so big for this offense, right? Because here at the end of the half, we're just trying to find positives you can build upon in the second half. And right when it was looking like this game was starting to get away from them, they're able to execute, score, and that's going to help their confidence.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they light up the scoreboard, covering 65 yards on that touchdown pass. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Carr. Rush right in his face. Just got rid of that one.
Well, this is huge for this defense because they're playing against a Heisman-caliber quarterback, a guy that can hurt them in a variety of ways. They better be able to get pressure on him throughout the course of this game. They did right there.
Second and long here. To the air, it's Carr. Right side, it's Alexander. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. The Fighting Irish call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Offense will try to get some momentum going on 1st and 10. Throwing, Carr. Unloads to the wideout. That's caught. It's Alexander. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Notre Dame will now use its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. C.J. Carr firing again. Still looking. He turns it loose to the left. Found the spot in the defense. Touchdown, Irish! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he tacks on the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they close the deal from 43 yards out with a touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. Throwing Joseph. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, we are beginning to see a little separation in the standings. The Week 5 edition of our update show. We start with Tulane taking on the Memphis Tigers. And it's the Green Wave, able to pull off the upset by just a score. Going to be fun to see how this changes up the rankings. And maybe, just maybe, this win helps them turn their season around. They get back to 2.
He's got an alley. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Lining up for the PAT. The kick is up and good, and put 1 more on the lead. You get a return like that, and it can't just be the guy with the ball who's right. Everybody has to do a job, and they did that in brilliant fashion on that one. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. They'll open this 3rd quarter with a run. Not much there. They'll give him 1 to the 14.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. They're all over him. He rifles one deep down the right side. And here's the 5th.